bit of background, I have thought of the day laminated for all of our graduates. My committee could not decide on the thought for the day, for today, so I actually have 15 for you. I do, I'm not lying. I don't lie. Remember that. A fine is a tax for doing something wrong. A tax is a fine for doing well. You can laugh now. There is always an element of truth behind just kidding. That was not funny. That's true. There is always emotion behind I don't care. There is always pain behind it's okay. Money can't buy happiness, but it is far more comfortable to cry in a Mercedes than on a bicycle. Alcohol does not solve problems, but neither does milk. We buy things that we don't need with money that we don't have to impress people we don't like. If you tell the truth, you never have to remember a lie. The people with the best advice to give are usually the ones with the most problems. You can't say M without touching your lips. You are now trying to say M without touching your lips. The things that you don't learn are most likely the things to be on the exam. How true is that?
Yes.
Closed minds are not often accompanied by closed mouths. Fake plants will die if you don't pretend to water them. And finally, this is probably the most important one of the day. The hardest thing and the right thing are often the same thing.
So I'm already getting emotional. No. I'm going to try not to cry, but I want to welcome everyone to our class of 2024 intern graduation. I'm so proud of each one of you ladies, and I'm so proud of your hard work. I'm proud of the effort, and I'm most excited about the footprints you're going to leave in the sand and your dedication and commitment to our students. So welcome to your graduation. Yes, and I forgot to introduce. And it was written on here, but it's written in black. So I want to bring up our COO, Patty Core. She's got a few words to say to you. I'm sorry.
No worries, I'm an add-on, so please, thank you for the time and giving me a minute to speak with you all and family members. Thank you for being here. My mother worked for, it wasn't called School Aid Cafe in the day, but she worked in the kitchen at Enterprise Elementary. She was a cook, and at Deltona Junior High when I was a student, and she worked for the school district for 25 years. So I know very well. Now I'm talking about the white dress, the hose, the white shoes, the hair that, if anybody's been around as long as I have to remember those days. So it has, what you do has a very special place, and what your teams do at our schools every day for our students holds a very special place in my heart. My mom would come home some days exhausted, and but she took it very seriously, and she loved it when kids would come through and call her, by her name and address her. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart for stepping up into this leadership role, because it is leadership. And one of the things that we know that we talk about all the time is we're here, all of us are here, operations side. I run the operations side of the house now. So the teaching and learning side, the operations side, it doesn't matter. None of us would be here if our 64,000 students weren't walking in our sites every day, right? Mm-hmm. So we always want to make sure we bring it back to the why we're all here. And you'll have some challenging days. And you might need to reach out to your coordinators and Heather and Valerie for assistance with maybe an employee or two here or there over the next time. But please remember that you're in a leadership role, and you're in a leadership role for a reason, because you've already shown leadership skills and potential. And that's very, very important. And, besides just the measuring and the feeding and, following the rules and the protocol, is you are impacting people's lives. So be also, as you get more comfortable in your leadership role, growing other leaders, because that's what we all look to do. We all want to train our replacement. That's kind of our philosophy with that, and cross training whenever possible, because more people that know more jobs. When someone is out or goes down, you know, someone can jump in and fill in. But I really appreciate the work that you do, and Heather, all of your employees and the whole division of Schoolway Cafe. You guys make me proud all the time. But thank you. How many of our graduates already have manager positions? All right, very good. And so we're looking for the rest of you soon to have your own kitchens. Congratulations. Unfortunately, I can't stay for the entire ceremony. I do have to go to the board meeting tonight in DeLand, but I didn't want to miss this to come in and just say thank you truly for everything you do.
Good afternoon, everybody. Wow, that was amazing. So, congratulations. My name is Robinson Prime, but I just wanted to introduce the next speaker, Brendy Hogue. She is the Coordinator of Leadership and Development for Volusia County Schools. Some of you may have remembered Brandy at the beginning of the year when we did our talk about leadership. And so today she gets the opportunity to really put a bow on it for us. So please, let's give her a hand.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I don't know if I should be concerned with Ms. Hanson's statement that the people that come forward to give advice are often the ones that have the most problems to solve. We'll see how this goes. No. First of all, congratulations. I do see some familiar faces as I look around the room. Some of you I was able to speak with this summertime, so it's nice to see everybody come back together. And congratulations on your efforts for being here today. I do have several thoughts I want to share with you, and maybe some advice I'd like to give to you. So I've written them down just to kind of keep me on track here. So I want to start by saying, as you embark on this journey, please allow me to share some key principles that will guide you in your new role. And those key principles are professionalism, culture, retention, and obviously leadership. Maybe a touch of humor to keep things light, because we all know that humor is going to be what keeps us going on those really challenging days. And sometimes if you don't laugh, you will cry. So first and foremost, professionalism is at the foundation of your role. How you conduct yourself sets the tone for your team and the students that you serve. Think of it as the Gordon Ramsay of school cafeterias, minus the yelling. Lead with purpose. Every organization has a mission statement, but only the great ones have people who are on a mission. As a leader, you're expected to treat everyone with respect and courtesy, regardless of how they treat you. Your demeanor should reflect the high standards of Volusia County Schools, demonstrating to your team that excellence is expected and achieved through consistent effort. So now let's talk about culture. Not the yogurt kind of culture. If you get the culture right, most of the other stuff will just take care of itself. The culture you foster in your cafeteria is your responsibility and will directly impact both your team and the students that you serve. Build a great culture by living your values and valuing your people. Connect one-on-one with your team. You can't lead someone effectively if you don't know them. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Where there is a void in communication, negativity will likely fill it. When needed, clarify, simplify, and communicate over again. This is what leads to focused action and generates the positive results. Create an environment that is welcoming, inclusive, and respectful. Consistently share your vision and your mission and rally your team to create it. Encourage open communication and collaboration among your staff, and care more. A leader who cares builds a team that cares. Celebrate diversity and promote a culture of kindness and support. When your team feels valued and respected, they will pass that positive energy on to the students and each other. Retention is another crucial aspect of your role. High turnover rates can disrupt the functioning of your cafeteria and affect the quality of the service. People don't leave bad jobs. They leave because of bad leaders, poor management, and a lack of appreciation for their worth. To retain your staff, it's important to provide ongoing coaching and opportunities for professional growth. Recognize and reward hard work and dedication. Make sure your team feels appreciated and part of your school community. Praise more than you criticize, and encourage and celebrate others. When you focus on what your people are doing right, they will do it more often. Serve those that you lead. When you serve their growth, they will help your team and your organization grow. Building strong relationships and supportive work environment will encourage your staff to stay and grow with you. Plus, we all know how hard it is to find someone who can make the perfect mashed potatoes. Leadership is not just about managing tasks, it's about inspiring and motivating your team. As a leader, you should lead by example. Do what's right. Integrity and honor matter. This is how trust is built. One action, one day, 1 week at a time. Be approachable and listen to your team's concerns and suggestions. Provide both love and accountability. Don't focus solely on the results. Instead, focus on your people who will drive the results. If you want great fruit, you must invest in the root. Pursue excellence. You don't have to choose between positivity and success. Being positive and pursuing excellence leads to success. Empower your staff by delegating responsibilities and trusting them to perform their duties effectively. Foster a sense of ownership and pride in their work. Remember, a good leader is like a good cup of coffee, strong, warm, and able to keep everyone going. Let's not forget, leadership is also about continuous improvement. Seek feedback and be open to new learning. Challenge yourself to change the environment instead of allowing the environment to change you. The best leaders are those who never stop growing and who encourage their teams to do the same. Keep the learning curve steep but enjoyable, kind of like a roller coaster that serves snacks. In closing, I want to emphasize that your role as a cafeteria manager is vital. You're not just providing meals, you're nurturing the minds and bodies of our students, creating a space where they feel safe and cared for. Your professionalism, the culture you build, your efforts in staff retention, and your leadership will make a lasting impact on our school communities. I have no doubt that each of you will rise to the occasion and excel in your new roles. Thank you for your commitment to Volusia County Schools, and I know that you will all make incredible contributions. Okay, at this time, I'm going to ask our school-wide leadership team to come forward. Now I'm going to give you a couple keys to success. And we're not in a classroom, so you don't have to raise your hand, just shout out the answers. What, if somebody asked you right now, what do you think the number one predictor of factor of success is, what would you say? Number one factor of success. What was it? Leadership. Good. Okay. What else? Anybody in the room?
Being positive.
Would you say, Karen?
Communication.
A patient.
Positive.
Positivity. Okay. Anything else?
Work hard.
Working hard. Work ethic. Okay. All great answers. All essential tools for leadership. Absolutely. I'd like to draw your attention. You have just a little handout in front of you. And I'm going to give you the answer according to the research. All right, I'm going to start out and then we're just going to kind of go down here. So it says the number one predictor and factor of success. Angela Duckworth is the foremost researcher on grit. Identifies grit as the number one predictor and factor of success. Okay, grit. It's not talent, it's not your title, it's not wealth or appearance. It's grit. the ability to work hard for a long period of time towards a goal, to persevere, overcome, and keep moving forward in the face of adversity, failure, rejection, and obstacles. Success doesn't happen overnight. Along the way, a leader and a team will face countless challenges and will need grit to find a way forward. And this begs the question, if grit is so important and individual and teams really need grit, then what is it? And if grit drives us, what drives grit? I believe grit is
driven by love. If you don't love it, you'll never be great at it. If you don't love it, you won't work to overcome all the challenges to keep doing it. If you love what you do, you won't quit when the world says you should. You will continue to show up every day, do the work, and discover that success is created by the love you have inside of you.
It's inspired by vision and purpose. If you have a vision for what you want, and you know why you want it, you will work hard and persevere in order to achieve it. Your vision and purpose are greater than your circumstances and challenges. When you know your why and you know the way, you won't let obstacles get in the way.
It's fueled by optimism and belief. Research shows that when you believe in a brighter and better future, you will continue to take actions necessary to create it. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. What you believe determines what you create. If you believe it's possible, you will continue to work to make it happen.
And it's powered by faith and hope. There will be times when your failures and challenges bring you down. There will be moments when you want to give up. It's during these discouraging times that you need more than positive thinking. You need faith and hope to keep you going. Faith keeps you focused on possibilities instead of problems, and hope keeps you moving towards the future instead of living in the past.
It's revived by resilience. When you get knocked down, your resilience will help you get back up. We often picture resilience as a lone ranger, lone wolf, fighting to stay alive. But research on resilience says it comes to having loving and supportive relationships and being part of a connected and committed team. So when you face a setback, remember it's the supportive team members in your life that are helpful in you bouncing back.
Kept alive by stubbornness, you just won't give up. When your dream is revived, your stubbornness keeps it alive. You won't let your circumstance define you. You are determined to define your circumstances. You often think being stubborn is a bad thing, but whenever I ask a successful person if they are competitive and stubborn, the answer is often yes.
And if we're honest, includes some fear of failure and desire to prove yourself. The fear of failure I'm talking about is not a paralyzing kind of fear, but a healthy dose of fear that causes you to work harder and practice and prepare more. Combine this with a desire to prove yourself that you have what it takes, that you can do it, and you'll keep working to improve in order to reach your goal. All the great ones, no matter how much success they have, still have a healthy dose of fear of failure and desire to prove oneself. It's what keeps you humble and keeps you working to be great. Grit, what is it? It's driven by love, inspired by vision and purpose, fueled by optimism and belief, powered by faith and hope, revived by resilience, kept alive by stubbornness, and if we're all honest, includes some fear of failure and desire to prove oneself. Thank you. The last thing I want to just leave you with is the second handout I believe you have in front of you. I firmly believe that leaders are readers, and I just put together a quick little handout if you're looking to throw anything in your beach bag this summer to prepare for your employees to come back in the fall. There's 4 really great leadership books, and I've included an excerpt about each of them. The first one is not about the coffee, and this is about an executive at Starbucks, and he actually looks at people over profits and what it takes to run a successful organization, and it has nothing to do about the quality of the coffee. This one is called Leaders Eat Last, and this book is all about why certain teams pull together better than others. There's some really good practical insights in that book. This is called The Energy Boss, and this is by John Gordon, who is actually the person that wrote the article that we just read. And this is 10 rules to fuel your life, work, team, and positive energy. So this is a great read. And I'm not gonna lie, this is my personal favorite. The title's a little bit wonky, but it's called Surrounded by Idiots. If you end up having this book, I do not recommend you leaving it laying on your desk in your office, right? Because they might get offended. But this is about human behavior and how we all have different traits as humans, and how you have to know what your traits are to be able to communicate with other individuals, and how communication matters in leadership. So this was about a very successful entrepreneur who just was having crisis after crisis at work, and he felt like he was really surrounded by idiots. In reality, he was the problem because he didn't know how to communicate effectively with his staff. So this is a great read as well. So again, congratulations, guys. I know you worked really hard to be here. I will tell you, as a former principal, I have the utmost respect for what you do day in and day out. Because if you do not show up and the kids do not get fed, we have a crisis on our hands. So don't ever underestimate how much you are valued and how much you are appreciated. I wish you the very best. Don't ever hesitate to reach out if I can help you with anything.
Thank you, Brady, for some great leadership advice. All right, so I get the honor of introducing the 2024 intern graduates. So we're finally time. So as I call your name up, Candy is gonna be here to shake your hand, and then you'll head down to heaven for a photo. All right. Desiree Chestnut.
Is picture ready?
Tony Desmond. Cynthia Urban. Eileen Hernandez.
Way to go, Cindy.
Jamie Lufo. Maureen Lucas Savage. You're covered. Danelli Tomasini Medina.
You're welcome.
Michelle Morgan.
I know, right?
Kristen Tolley.
You're welcome.
Sunday Heather Thornton. Jessica Yacht.
Way to go, Rosie.
And Michelle Vaughn.
Way to go, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Okay, we put together a little slideshow for you.
This won't be on any
I love you guys. You're so cute. Rosie and Jess.
Ladies and gentlemen, Heather
Good job.
Almost done. Good job, you guys. So in closing, you guys are the unsung heroes, nurturing the minds and the bodies of Volusia County. This graduation demonstrates your dedication in providing nutritious meals of our long lifetime learners by developing healthy food choices and to fuel the academic success of our district. Never underestimate your profound impact on your work. You will inspire students and staff. You will create your kitchen environment to make it great by having fun, being organized, and celebrate the wins. Thank you for your creativity, your compassion, and commitment to our customers. Please know the district staff support team is here for you, and reach out. Let us know how we can help you. As you embark on your new chapter and journey as a Schoolway Cafeteria Manager, congratulations. That concludes our celebration. They'll be taking pictures in the back, so please get pictures, and Debbie's gonna wrap this up.
Well, I'm just gonna say, I want you guys to come in and enjoy the refreshments that we have for you. And then we got our little photo booth in the back, so please take advantage of that. And I would like to get a group picture of all of us. So let's do that first before we dispense. So all interns go back to the photo booth, and then you can join your family. Thank you for coming and